Hi guys, thank you for joining me. It's Anushka here with your astrology update for February. Before I go into the video, just to mention, for those of you who are interested in seeing more from me, tarot readings and updates and articles and some of my artwork as well, those of you who want to support me, head over to Patreon. I've just started up a Patreon page and I'll be sharing my esoteric artwork. I'll be doing impromptu readings and sharing all kinds of stuff on there, so I'd really appreciate it if you headed over there and just show me some love. Okay, on with your reading. Hi Aries. Well, this month you are an unstoppable force, and anyone who's been feeling a little bit under the weather or like they don't have much energy, this should have changed over January because Mars is in your sign, giving you energy and vigor and determination. This month has got a lot to do with moving forward, expanding horizons. You're likely going to be quite work focused and you're ramping up your energy. And this is all in preparation for next month when we get to Uranus moving into your second house. He'll go out of your sign and move into your second house. So you'll be seeking more freedom financially. You'll be looking at new ways of making money, different ways of making money. Money can become finances and what you earn, your resources. They can go through major shifts, but what Uranus is going to try and do is shake you up to give you more material financial freedom and to make how you achieve your resources something that really is true to who you are and gives you more freedom and is a better expression of yourself. So there's going to be change. So this month is like we're ramping up and we're preparing for this energy, this big shift, okay? So, you are a bit of an unstoppable force. You've got lots of energy and lots of determination, and I think it's best this month that you channel it into your goals, your work, your dreams, your wishes, and networking is going to be great for you as well this month, okay? We've got a new moon happening in that 11th house, but let's go through the dates. So you're feeling bold, you're feeling ambitious, and Uranus is now direct in your first house, so he's wrapping up the lessons that came about over the past 7 years. So likely over the last 7 years, you've had surprises and shocks, maybe you've had to go look at your childhood, look at the past, examine some things about yourself that you never really thought you'd have to face. So you've been going through this massive learning curve and growth experience, which hopefully ultimately has left you feeling a lot more self-knowledgeable and a lot more free. So he's wrapping this up and he's now direct and preparing to move into that second house. So this is almost like a coming together of things, okay? So we're like merging all of the lessons now. On the 2nd of the month, we've got Mars squaring Pluto, okay? So Mars is in your first house and Pluto is up there in your 10th house of career and what you do in the world. Be aware that this could be a possible day where it could be very easy to clash with people in authority. There could be power struggles going on. You might find yourself feeling potentially like you come up against something, like a brick wall. So just be aware of that. Try not to be overbearing. The best way to handle this energy, I would say, is tapping into the Venus, which is going to be trining Jupiter on the same day. That's the best way to channel this energy. Instead of using your energy to clash with someone or reacting to somebody perhaps who's trying to, I don't know, put their foot down on you. Instead of doing that, go for the win-win, because Venus and Jupiter, they love fairness, they love the win-win situation. So go for the win-win, take the higher road, and that's the best way to handle that energy on the 2nd. On the 3rd, Venus goes into Capricorn, into that 10th house. So your 10th house is really lighting up this month. So you're gonna be pouring more love into what you do in the world. You might be receiving recognition. You might get support from powerful people. So it's a great time to shine when it comes to how you put yourself out there. On the 4th, we've got a new moon happening in your 11th house, okay, in Aquarius. So this is about networking. This is about socializing. It's about being innovative and using new technology to get yourself out there. So I would really recommend this month, Aries, to put your energy out there. Be bold. Like, spread your message. You have so much energy, and I can feel it doing your reading. I can kind of sense it. Like, be bold, put your mark out there and let people know what you're about, because I think you'll be really well received. And that new moon is bringing that fresh energy in. It's like pulling in that like new start in terms of your networking, your goals, your dreams, your social groups, and technology as well. Okay. So then as we move on to, as we move through the month, we come to the 14th, which is of course Valentine's Day. Okay, and Mars moves into your second house on Valentine's Day. Now, this is going to make us all feel very sensual when it comes to love, okay? Taurus is a very sexual sign. It's very much about what we touch and feel and sense and smell. So love and sex and romance becomes this kind of visceral, physical thing. But also it takes on a more traditional tone as well, because Taurus likes the traditions. It likes things done, you know, the way that works. But for you as well, going into your second house, this is, of course, you're putting energy into your resources, how you gain money, how you make money, and not just money, also your energy, you know, your energy is a resource as well. So you're putting more energy into these things. I want to say it's a really good time, whilst you've got so much energy and you've got so much going on, it's a really good time to ground yourself in nature. Mars and Taurus likes to be grounded in nature. So just touch base. Don't forget to touch base, because we're going to be having the sun move into your 12th house later in the month, which always signifies a time of energy levels getting a little bit lower and us wanting to become a little bit more insular. So just take time out, ground in nature, touch base with the earth, okay, because that's going to really help. On the 18th is when the sun actually moves into your 12th house of Pisces. So this is time to remember to chill, incorporate more me time into your schedule. And this is also a time to be empathic and understanding of others. When the sun is in Pisces, the sun, think about the sun when it moves around the chart like a magnifying glass. So whatever sign it's in, those qualities get emphasized for all of us that month. So when the sun moves into Pisces, it's about being a little bit more in touch with our emotions and a bit more fluid. We don't necessarily have to have all of the answers right now. It's kind of going with the instincts, going with our inspiration, and tapping into our creativity. And for you, being in that 12th house, it is time to chill. It's time to remember to just take breaks every now and then before he moves into your first house. Yeah, that is right. Yes, so I just confused myself for a second. Yeah, that is right, because it's going to be your birthday soon, isn't it? Of course. Right, cool. Then on the 19th, we have a full moon happening in Virgo, which of course is in your 6th house. So 6th house again is work. It's our day-to-day, it's our duties, that's our obligations. So you can see that your focus this month is very much going to be on what you're doing out there in the world and achieving and money and work, okay? This full moon is it's highlighting details and organization. Maybe there's something you need to check up on to do with your health. Maybe something is coming to a close. It could be something coming to a close in terms of your work, because this full moon will be squaring Saturn and Pluto in your 10th house, okay? Sorry, Saturn and Venus in your 10th house. So that square could signify, I mean, if we look at the planets, Venus is about receiving, okay? Saturn is about structures and things that we rely on. This could be, for some of you, possibly an ending to a job coming to a close, a project coming to a close. Maybe it's unexpected, maybe you knew it was coming. That's all right. Just watch out for emotional outbursts or clashes again with authority. But it could be that something comes to a close, but in order to give you more freedom, right? Because this full moon also trines Mars and Uranus in your sign. And so this is a closure that somehow is going to allow you more authentic freedom, allow you more flexibility on your own terms. So it could well be for some of you that you have a huge row with somebody at work, a boss or something. I'm not saying all of you. There could be some major clash and suddenly you just quit, or maybe you get fired. And at first it's like, oh my God, what's happened? But then actually, you'll, as time goes on, you realize actually that has set the wheels in motion for me to actually do something that aligns better with who I am, gives me more freedom, and allows me to pour all this energy that I have and fire that I have into something that is authentic for me. Okay, so that's the way it can play out. It can also highlight your health as well. So be careful of burnout, okay? Just be careful of burnout around this time. It's something to be aware of. So those are the dates that I picked out for you this month, Aries. But all in all, it's really a time to go for it. My biggest thing would just be watch out for, like I said, just watch out for clashes and power struggles. You've got Jupiter and Venus in your ninth house. at the beginning of the month. She does move into the 10th house later on in the month, but as we start the month, you've got Jupiter and Venus there in your 9th. You're wanting to expand, you're wanting more freedom. You want to explore the world and cast off whatever shackles and reins you feel have been holding you down, and it's all about being a more authentic version of yourself. And Uranus transiting your sign has taught you this. It's taught you, you know, well, what am I if I am not myself? If I'm not living true to who I am, what is the point in doing this? So, you know, you've really matured and you've really changed. You really have, Aries, over the past 7 years. And it's like, now you're ready to just go for it, and I commend you on that. So that's fantastic. For those of you who would like to support me on Patreon, please do check out my Instagram as well if you want. You'll see some of my esoteric art on there. I'll probably share a few things on YouTube as well of some of my paintings and drawings and stuff. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Much love to you all. Bye bye.